Hey, it's Owen here from Urbane Cyclist. Today we have a much anticipated new product update. Today we're going to be talking about the Riese Muller Carrie. This is a completely new platform. We recently got to see it at EuroBike in 2024 in Frankfurt. We're going to talk today about some of the variations that it's offered in, the different build kits, the different cargo accessories, and some limitations. But before we get into kind of the nitty gritty of that, we're going to talk a little about why I am personally really excited about this bike. So if you're new to kind of talking about cargo bikes, these front loading cargo bikes is not necessarily the most common type we see in North America, at least. We see probably a lot more of the long tail varieties, and that's probably what we're better known for here at Urbane. I think a big kind of hurdle for a lot of people is a front-loading cargo bike is usually massive. The requirements of a front-loading bike often mean secure storage, maybe a garage, a pretty big shed. That is like often a non-starter for a lot of people. And I think that's why most of our customers have often opted for a small compact rear-loading bike. What's exciting here is we're basically seeing kind of the melding of this long-tail sensibility with small wheels. So you have long wheelbase, but not a super long overall length. As you can see, we have it presented here, literally on the tabletop. So not only is this considerably smaller than a lot of other front-loading cargo bikes, even a lot of the other bikes from Riese Muller, it has something a little unique. And this is an optional choice, but I think this is probably the most integral thing that I find the most exciting about the Carrie, which is the locking FlexBox. So the FlexBox here is literally like a trunk for your car, but it's for your pedal assist cargo bike. This is a proprietary thing you have to get specific for this bike, specific from Riese Muller. So what's nice about this is the sensibility of cycling versus driving is often, as cyclists, we often take for granted how we have to kind of do this mental gymnastics through errands. You have to maybe go here, grab one thing, your bike's heavy, you have to then park your bike again, pull all the things off, take it inside where it's secure. Where here you can make different stops, kind of stop and go, lock and secure your bike, and also convert it to potentially additional cargo carrying capacity or kid carrying capacity, which is kind of unheard of in this type of scale. Another little tidbit I really find exciting is they've gone ahead and made a rear rack choice that is compatible with child seats. So probably one of the smallest possible footprints for potentially up to 3 kid carrying capacity. The Riese Muller Carrie is offered in 3 different distinct build kits with a number of different options. So if you're kind of curious about what's available, I would encourage you to go to the Riese Muller website. You can actually kind of click through and choose some of these differences, but we're going to list them off in the video so you at least have a little idea of what to expect. So the 3 build kits, we have first the Touring build. The Touring build is going to be 10-speed derailleur from Microshift. So for some folks, they find that a little more appealing because maybe they're just like used to tinker on their own bikes. They want something that they can maybe change and address, differently in the future. It's a little more user-friendly for the home mechanic. The next 2 are both going to be internal gear options. So the Riese Muller Vario actually won gold at EuroBike for its exceptional design and functionality, which I wholeheartedly agree with. And the Vario build kit is going to be an NVOLO continuous internal gear hub, which also comes with a belt drive from Gates. And if we're talking about like the easiest possible maintenance serviceability or less serviceability required, that is by far the easiest. No lubrication in that belt. And the NVOLO is basically like kind of set it and forget it type of system. And then the last one we have here, which is our current test bike available from Riese Muller. So this is basically straight from the factory. This is just demonstrating what they offer. So it is available to test drive. This is the City variant, and the City variant comes with a Shimano Nexus 5-speed hub. Some people think, oh, 5-speed doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're dealing with something like the Riese Muller pedal assist systems with Bosch, it's got the performance line motor, lots of potential battery capacity as well, and optionally more if you want. Speed become a little less required. You want a certain range of speeds, but most people are going to be using less gears and kind of favoring the simplicity of an internal gear hub. So going on to build options, we do have a couple choices for display. We have both the Intuvia 100 or the Purion 200 display. We also have battery choices. So the battery choice is either a PowerPack 545 or it is a PowerPack 745. So we already did touch on the rack. The mounting is key. compatible rack is an option, not required. So you can order with or without. Seems like a no-brainer to go with, in my opinion. And if you take a quick look, you will notice this does come with a suspension fork. It does not have rear suspension in the frame, so they have an optional suspension seat post, which is a very nice kind of comfort touch, especially when you're running on a rigid cargo bike frame. As far as the accessories, this is, like I said, the FlexBox is an optional choice, but there is just a simple cargo bag. So the cargo bag is just for cargo, not for kids. It's basically like a large kind of satchel type thing you can drop in. So it still has that nice low center of gravity. You pop it out and go. The difference here with the FlexBox is there's a few compatible accessories. So the FlexBox is the locking choice with the additional key. You're gonna have the option for the dual kid seats we have here. There's also dual kid seats with headrests, so they're going to pop up a little higher. They don't fold down quite as quickly, but they do give a little extra padding for a slightly taller kid that's head might be popped up a little higher, closer to the handlebars. The last thing we offer as well is going to be the kind of rain type cover, which is honestly a fantastic option. It's open from the back, so your hands actually help, or I shouldn't say they help. Your hands get to stay dry as well, but you have an opening in with the kids, so you still can easily speak to them. They're not completely isolated from the rider of the bike. I should also mention though, the FlexBox does come with a basic cover just to keep things clean and tidy. It's not rated to be absolutely waterproof, but it is highly water resistant. So in torrential downpours, you're pretty good off, but it doesn't hurt also if you're using it open to utilize some of those covers, or if you're worried about rain, you may want to consider the child cover if you're planning to carry mainly kids as cargo, we'll say. So something to think about too, the Carrie is going to come with keys. If you use the FlexBox, you have a specific key for the FlexBox. But the other thing is, ABIS includes a key-to-like key for both the Bosch battery as well as the cafe lock, which is a great feature. Keeps things a little simpler. So you have two functionalities, or I should say three functionalities, two different keys. You're going to come with multiple keys for both in case you're sharing this bike in your family. So if we're talking about maximum weight, the Carrie is very much in line with most other cargo bikes we're going to see on the market. So if we're comparing with, for example, a Riese Muller Load or a EuroBike Combi, perhaps a Turn GSD, those are all kind of in line with their actual total capacity. So the load surface here in the front of the Carrie, inside the FlexBox or inside the cargo bag, whatever you're choosing to use, is going to be 80 kilograms, which translates into 176 pounds. So a substantial amount of weight there. The rear rack, the max rating is for 27 kilograms, which translates into 59 pounds. The max rider weight is rated for 110 kilograms or 242 pounds. So the total capacity of the entire bike is going to be 200 kilograms or 440 pounds. So if you add up those individuals, you will notice you actually surpass 200 kilograms, and that's what's important to factor in. You're not going to want to maximize the absolute maximum here, the absolute maximum rider weight, and the absolute maximum rack. You can't look at those numbers within a vacuum. You have to look at it as the whole system. They have to add up to less than that max total. And that max total is typically going to also include the bike and accessories. So it doesn't hurt to try to weigh the bike to get a ballpark idea. Most people are not going to be completely overloading these things, but it's kind of a good, healthy exercise just to make sure you're not overdoing it. It also maintains that you're going to be using the bike within safely its logistical limits. So quickly, we're going to kind of run front to back and kind of touch on a few of the accessories and kind of included things on the way. So you may notice dual 20-inch wheels on this. And that is really to maximize the kind of smooth ride quality, but also to maximize the kind of small space requirements for this bike. These come equipped with Schwalbe Big Bends. Love that tire, very puncture resistant. It's e-bike rated, reflective sidewalls, kind of all those things you'd like to see. One thing I do point out is typically a 20-inch wheel, in my opinion, again, this is opinion, is kind of the perfect middle point between small and maintaining good ride quality. Typically, going smaller, you will feel a little harsher ride. So there's a couple ways to counteract this. We can go with a bigger tire, which we already have, a nice high volume puncture resistant tire. But we also do add a suspension fork on the front of this bike, which I think is a really good choice on behalf of Riese Muller. Of course, we have a nice full fender to keep things nice and dry. Another nice feature I like, they've included some reflective details on the front of the bike, and of course, a wired headlamp that is set the way you're going. So anytime you turn this linkage, the light is going to turn with that front wheel. So it's very good for just kind of notifying drivers around you where you're going to be seeing, where you're headed. And there's also nice side visibility in there too. So it's very good just for overall visibility on the road. Of course, we have this linkage bar. One thing I will mention with this linkage bar is it does slightly vary the extremes of which you can turn. What that means is technically you can turn a little tighter right than you can to left. This is frankly minutia. It's barely going to be an issue while you're riding. But if you're new to a front loading bike, often people get on a front loading bike, they don't push off quick enough, and they might kind of wiggle around and try to oversteer to compensate. The best thing to do with a bike like this is be purposeful. Imagine like a tractor trailer. You don't see a tractor trailer swerving around. They just start going and choose their direction. Small adjustments are good. There's a little more learning curve with these. So if you've never ridden a front loader, might take a little longer to kind of get used to that. But frankly, once you've done it a few times, it's going to feel great. The main thing to think about is it's nice to know you can turn a little tighter one way, because maneuvering this, it's a little longer, obviously, and the wheelbase is long while the overall distance is, not that big, but it does turn around a little slower. So knowing you can kind of tuck it in a little harder right can be helpful if you're ever parking the bike. Of course, sealed bearings in the headsets. The FlexBox on this one here. So this is locking. Pop this open here. Locks open. And again, we have these nice little pull tabs that release it. So you can hear locks and I pull to close. This currently is equipped with 2 child seats with the harnesses here. And you'll notice from the side, this actually does have this nice little drop down. So even when the box is closed, you technically can have a little lower storage, which also helps maintain the weight balance. It's going to keep it nice and low. The same treatment for the reflectors on the front. We have a little added visibility with added reflectors on the side. So when you're adding that extra width, you're going to be able to be seen. Of course, we do have these heavy duty kickstands, a double kickstand leg. This is designed to be nice and solid. Kind of goes without saying with a front loader, you need it to be stable and solid and secure when you're loading the bike. This is highly adjustable as well. If you're familiar with Riese Muller, this stem system, it can both pivot forward, but it can also raise up and down. So for riders of different height, you have a nice relaxed seat angle here. So as you raise this, you actually do increase the reach. But what's nice here is this has basically heavy duty quick releases here. So you open this up. On the opposite side here, there's going to be a little line, which you with a lever you pull, and you can hear the click, and you hear another click when it locks in. Those lines are going to line up again, and then you bring these down. They should be nice and snug and secure. They should not be easy to press. And of course, another quick release here, and you can actually adjust the height as well, just like so. Lock it down. So this is another way you can adjust the rider kind of reach. I personally find as a taller rider, having a little more forward pitch is just going to make the bike feel a little more balanced, putting you kind of in the middle of the bike more without feeling too much bias towards the back of the bike. So moving on, again, we do have the Bosch PowerPack here. This is a great little battery. Of course, it is removable, so you don't have to charge it on the bike, which is always a great feature. We have the Bosch Performance Line mid-drive electric assist system. And of course, to the back, we have that ABIS key to like with your Bosch PowerPack. So one key for both. Of course, matching front and rear wheels, 20-inch front and rear with Schwalbe tires. Again, a full fender to keep you nice and dry while riding, and the optional rack if you so choose. This is, I think, just a very sensible type of build. Of course, we have the Vario, which is the award-winning build. And of course, the Touring for those who want to be a little more, tinkering with derailleurs and whatnot. Some people have a fear of internal gear hubs, which I totally understand if you're not familiar with them. A big portion of my excitement is the fact that you can get this really capable bike in a super small package. So obviously, the FlexBox to me is like a super exciting, really interesting kind of outside of the box thinking type of feature. But beyond just that, we have the reliability of like trusted brands from Schwalbe. We have a Bosch PowerPack. We have the Bosch Performance Line. We have numerous different gearing options, which I really like. So, it's not going to hold anyone back from particular preferences. And of course, you have options for the weather protection. The versatility of this bike, as well as how much they managed to jam pack into the little tiny package, is incredibly exciting. I can't get over the 3-kid capacity of this tiny bike. I really look forward to the first time I get to see it fully loaded up like that. So this is our first test bike we've had in store. We have a couple more on the way, but this is available to test now. So if you're interested, you can definitely come down to the shop. But what do you think? Do you think this is going to be the future of cargo bikes? I've seen a lot of interesting compact cargo bikes in the last couple of years, but personally to me, this is bar none, ticked all the boxes of kind of a wish list bike I've been kind of thinking about in the back of my mind. And I think Riese Muller has knocked it out of the park with this. Let us know what you think about this new Riese Muller Carrie. We're super excited about it and we hope you are too. But I hope we'll see you in the shop soon for a test drive. We'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for watching.